Get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Jones has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Lions pass taken in by Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's got a star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll buy some time right. This complete to Lockett. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And goes in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
At the 40-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Julio Jones.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver.
And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
For the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 92 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
This one caught by Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
The score is Seahawks 28, Falcons 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. A turnover will really help there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Carson. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple of scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, Brandon, I don't think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. He's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. From the gun, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and
second down and goal. Wilson, this will be caught at the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with Carson. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. His throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this out past the 25. Well, way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
27-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated, And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Thompson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
At the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
4th down and goal.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up third down. Play action. It's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.